Yes. How are you doing, mate?
What's up, man? How you doing, dude?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, let's just start right off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tell the listeners about a little bit about yourself and yeah,
Yeah, sure.
how old you are.
Hello, everybody. My name is Adam Bahrish. I go by the name Luke. I am 18 years old. I turn 19 next month. Um, at the moment, I live in San Diego, California, but I am originally from Algeria. Um, I am, a professional Twitch streamer. I also have a YouTube channel where I upload on, and my main games include CS:GO, CS:GO mainly. Every now and then I'll play Fortnite, OC, Rocket League, games like that. But 99% of the time I play CS:GO.
Okay. I'm gonna add a question real quick. What's your favorite
Right.
game? Is CS:GO still your favorite game, or do you enjoy Fortnite more?
Dude, oh man, that's a weird question. There was a, no, there was a period of time, like a couple weeks ago, where I was like, man, I'm enjoying Fortnite so much, dude. Like, I don't even want to play CS:GO. But when that happens to me, it's like short term, you know. Short term, I enjoy Fortnite more than CS:GO, but long term, definitely CS:GO is my favorite game.
S- so how did you get into gaming and Counter-Strike in general?
I mean, I've always been on the computer, playing like random online games, like RuneScape or Club Penguin or whatever. How I got into Counter Strike, however, was in 2011. I visited Algeria, a country in North Africa, and my cousins were playing the game. And what happened was my cousin borrowed my mom's laptop to land with a friend because landing it was really popular over there.
Yeah.
He downloaded Counter Strike, and when my mom got the laptop back, I'm like sitting there, and then I see Counter Strike. I'm like, what the hell is this? What is this like an antivirus? Because I'm like, why is my mom playing a game on the laptop? And so I opened up Counter Strike. I load up a map with bots on AS underscore oil rig, and ever since then, uh, I just love the game. You know, been playing ever since 2011. And the first time I played CS, I was like, yep, I'm gonna be addicted to this game.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Do you remember the first game you ever played?
Like what kind of game though? It really
If I
depends.
say I say compute I say on the computer.
On a computer, like a PC game. Um, so like back when I was really young, there were like those browser games like on like Flash games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were a lot of games like that. The first like actual game I played a lot when I was younger was probably Toontown. Toontown Online. It was like an MMORPG. I put a lot of hours into that when I was like 8. Um, the thing about me is like I never played much FPS games. CS was my first FPS game. I played other games. Yeah, Toontown was probably my first game. Yeah.
I think your camera is struggling a bit. Can you try to fix it?
What do you
It's
mean?
it's like blue screen for me right now. So if you're like you're like a Smurf right now.
Really?
Yeah,
Hold
it's
on.
like a light blue. I don't know. Yeah, now it's fixed now.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so why did you choose the name Loop?
Yeah, that is actually from Toontown. I had a friend in that game named Loopy. So when I first started playing Counter Strike, I used the name Loopy just because I thought about him. It's nothing significant. Took the name Loopy, shortened it to Loop over time just because it sounds better in my opinion,
Yeah,
and that's how I got the name Loop.
interesting.
Yeah.
Uh, do you have any idea how many hours you have on CS:GO?
Probably about 6,500.
And do you still enjoy playing it?
Honestly, yes, I actually do. I really do enjoy playing it, like a
And
lot.
yeah, uh, how do you feel? How did you feel when Envyus contacted you about joining them as a streamer?
Oh, I was ecstatic. There were a lot of things happening at the time. I was getting massive donations. I was getting a lot of viewers, a stream, a lot of support, and then it kind of all culminated into this one huge thing where Envyus, one of the biggest orgs in North America, contacted me and offered me to be a streamer. It was crazy, dude. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. What made you get into streaming from the beginning?
Um, I was playing CS for a long time. I started streaming in about 2015. I just see it as a good way to, at the time, I saw it as a good way to connect with friends and, people I knew, share highlights, talk to people, try to be a little bit entertaining. I just, I just had fun doing it. But mostly, to be honest, I use it as a way to make highlights for my YouTube channel.
Is there any specific streamer do you look up to or you enjoy watching?
Yeah, I enjoy watching nothing streams. Nothing streams are pretty good. Um, yeah, Adren used to stream a lot.
Yeah, he
I
doesn't
like
stream.
Adren.
He doesn't stream that much now, but he streamed a lot before.
Yeah, before like in 2014,
Yeah.
2015. I like Skill as well. I think he's very knowledgeable. I learned a lot from watching him play. But other than that, I don't watch that many streamers. I just watch like the bigger CSGO
Yeah.
professional streams.
Do you have any tips for people who wants to become streamers? Like, what's
Sure.
the best tip to become a good streamer?
Dedication. You have to be dedicated, dude. Like, the most important thing, in my opinion, is to have a streaming schedule. Um, so that way, you can be more consistent with the times at which you stream, and you have a higher chance of maintaining and growing your viewer base. Also, I would suggest when you start streaming, don't think of it like, I'm going to become a big streamer, I'm going to make all this money, Stream for fun at first, be dedicated, try to grow a fan base. But after that, dude, it's gonna take years and years of honestly, dude, hard work. It really does take hard work. You gotta make connections with people. You gotta be entertaining. You gotta be good at the game you play, or a mixture of all of these factors combined. But I say dedication and consistency is the most important part.
Do you have any further goals as a streamer that you want to succeed with?
Absolutely. I had to take a break for about a month or two just for medical reasons in school. I started at school recently, but I'm actually going to start grinding the, screaming again really soon. My goal is, to be, like I said, to be consistent and dedicated for as long as possible, for at least a couple years. Make more connections with people, have fun doing it. Just go and be the biggest screamer and the best screamer that I can be.
Yeah. I'm just gonna talk a little bit about Counter-Strike in general.
Yes.
So, if you could change anything in CS:GO right now, what would that be and why? Like, it can be about the pistols or how the economy is run.
You know what, man? Like, I just wish we could get a better demo playback system. Like, I know that it doesn't get like as much complaints relative to like the other stuff, but personally, like I'm fine with the gameplay for the most part. I just kind of wish that the demos, like the replay system, could be updated because right now it's like really really bad. Yeah.
Yeah, didn't they do an update for like a month ago where they changed it a bit?
Yeah. So after the panorama update, I feel like the it got a little bit better. Like it got more responsive when you watch the demo, but it didn't really change much. No,
It's still not perfect.
it's still not perfect. Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts about Envy's new CS:GO roster that they revealed last week?
Uh, yeah, they could be a pretty decent North American team. Maybe to get to top three. eventually. But other than that, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah,
I don't think they'll be the best NA team.
I think they have a little bit too many ops. They have really good op talent, but
Oh yeah, absolutely.
you can't really pick up like three ops in a team that doesn't really work.
Hmm. I
Uh,
mean, it could work.
yeah, it could work, but it hasn't worked before, so it's a
Hmm.
gamble. Mm, what is your favorite CS:GO team and favorite player of all time or right now?
My favorite team right now, probably the Hellraiser group. My favorite player of all time. I mean, I really like Nothing as both a person and a player. Shows Nothing Gilbert.
Yeah,
Even though he hasn't like accomplished as much as like the major winners and stuff, I just really really enjoy the way he plays, and I like him as a person and a player.
yeah. Can you just take your hand in front of the camera again and see if it got the blue blur again? Yeah. Wait, now it's yeah.
Hold
Now
on. I like it. Is it good?
yeah, now
Is it
it's
good?
yeah, it's working
Okay.
again.
Uh,
Um, so I asked on some of my friends what I should ask you,
right.
and one of them told me I should ask you, why do you stick with ECA when Faceit has really started to grow in North America?
Um, that's a good question actually. It's just I've been on ESPA for so long, right? Since 2011, 2012, and I've just been a part of the community for a long time. I'm used to it. A lot of my friends play there. Um, Also, ESPA still does have better servers in North America. Um, but what I will say is I'm seriously considering playing Basic now. After I get ranked C on ESPA, I'll probably start playing basic clubs. I can't not for a league and like team practice, but I might just start plugging on basic within a couple weeks.
Yeah. Do you have any favorite memory in your esport career? Something you said, oh, this was the best thing that ever happened, or is everything just, or it was just that full week that was just perfect?
Yeah, absolutely. The screen thing that happened when Sparkle donated. He donated $6,000 for my medical expenses. That was definitely the best thing that ever happened to me in esports.
Uh, so I'm gonna talk a little bit. You can't talk about your career without mentioning the incident that happened on DCA,
Right.
where with that bullying situation where you got kicked for not
Mm-hmm.
communicating.
Correct.
So did this happen often before this incident, or was this a one-time thing?
I mean, I got quote unquote bullied. I get bullied a lot in CS:GO. Like people mocking my voice. People telling me to shut up. Uh, People talking shit. Being extremely rude, disrespectful, telling me to kill myself. I had that happen quite a lot. But I've never actually been kicked from a CS:GO game. That was the first time.
Has it get any better afterwards, the incident, or is it still like the same that people?
Oh no, no, no! It definitely got a lot better. Because it's a combination of two things. The first thing is that like people started to know who I was.
Yeah,
A lot of people knew who I was at that point, and like when I get into games, they'll be like, "Oh, that's you," And the second part is I don't think people will change that much. I think they're just scared that they're gonna talk shit to me on screen. They're just pussies. Like if I wasn't screaming, people still talk shit to me when I'm not screaming. It's just as soon as I turn on the camera, they become like really nice.
there's like when you know who's behind the player, you know who's behind the
Mm.
screen. It's not the same
Yeah,
thing as talking to someone you don't have any idea who they are.
exactly. And it shouldn't be that way, in my opinion. In my opinion, you should treat everyone with respect, regardless of whether you know them or not.
Yeah, I agree with you. Have you forgiven the people who kicked you in that game, or do you still have bad feelings about them?
Yeah, I mean, three of them, I had four teammates, obviously. Three of them, like, are fine, you know, like, I don't care. Like, one of them, I actually played games. I played with him a couple times, you know, after the thing, and he was fine. Yeah, three of them are cool. One of them, though, is a dick. Like, he's just an asshole overall. Um, it's not like I fucking hate him or anything. It's just that I don't like him, you know, like, if I saw him in the game, I would probably block him. Just because, like, that's not the first time he was rude. Um, and he never actually apologized. Yeah, Dad never apologized to me for that incident. So, three of them are cool, one of them is not.
Do you feel like the fact that you're partially blind and deaf affects your gaming a lot?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely. You know, my vision, like, affects my ability to see you know, players, like textures, the radar, flash things, especially because like they're really small. They appear very small on the screen. Um, the death part, being partially deaf, not so much actually. It affects me a little bit sometimes with like the bomb plants and footsteps occasionally, but definitely not as much as my blindness.
Do you think you have what it takes to go pro? And do you have any thoughts about doing it? Or are you just happy being a streamer?
Um, I think about. Mm, I don't think the chances of me going pro, even with my condition, is zero. I don't think it's zero, but I do think it's pretty close to it. Um, I also think that even if I didn't have this condition, the chances would be really, really low. Just because like the scene is super competitive right now, and um, you know, uh, even if I did have the chance to go pro, like I'm happy being a screamer. You know, I really am. Uh, I enjoy streaming, you know, and I think it's less stressful than becoming a professional player. If I had the opportunity, if I was good enough to go pro, I would. But honestly, you know, at the moment, I'm not. So I'm just, you know, I grind the game a little bit, but my main focus is the stream.
That was all the questions you have. Is there anything else you would like to discuss?
Not really. You're Swedish, correct?
Yeah, you can probably hear it on my accent.
Yep. How do you feel about no more Swedes at winning the majors?
What did you say? Can you repeat?
How do you feel about Sweden not winning the major?
Oh man, I hope Sweden can come back and take over our Danish friends of that
Yep, yep.
trophy. Because
Hopefully, hopefully.
we still have two good teams, but they just struggle a lot. But we have
Yep.
opened a new system. We have a like low tier level. We have low tier, mid level, and to high. We have opened a new system with Heaton and Potty have started like what do you call them?
Like a
Yeah,
camp or like a
yeah, league,
training. Or,
yeah, league and a training for everybody. So if you win, you go up a season, and so it's like ECA, but it's only for Swedes. So the best can get to the top
ah.
easier. So I think that will help us a lot. I think talent that has been wasted before will be shown easier. So I think
Mhm.
we can take over the top again.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Um,
North America has been struggling a bit now.
yeah, we're looking a bit better.
Yeah, Team
Maybe.
Liquid has been really good
Oh
lately.
yeah, Team Liquid is probably top five
Yeah,
right now.
I would say the top five on my list at
Yeah,
least.
absolutely.
Yeah, that was all I have today. Say, do you wanna say
Alright.
any words before we end?
Uh, yeah, if you guys like, follow me, twitch.tv/loop2 underscores at the end. My YouTube channel is LuxGame246. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/AB underscore loop. Thank you to Hugo for, doing this interview, and I wish him the best of luck.
Yeah, thank you. I will link his Twitch and YouTube under, and I have your Twitter. I will have it in the video.
Hmm.
So yeah, but thanks for being on my show, and good luck in the future for you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Have a great day.